Alright, what's up everyone, I'm Loki, and today I wanted to quickly talk about the possibility of the Seattle Seahawks trading for Yannick Ngakoue and give my thoughts on it. I think it's obvious that the Seahawks need a lot of pass rush help, and now that Jadeveon Clowney is basically just a big question mark and absolutely no one knows what he's going to do, I think the Seahawks should definitely start looking at other potential options, and Yannick Ngakoue would be one of those pretty good options to look at. Yannick Ngakoue is only 25 years old, so he'd probably be one of the youngest and most long-term options for the Seahawks to try to help their pass rush. Someone like Jadeveon Clowney or Everson Griffen would probably be signed to 1 to 2 year deals, and then they'd be gone and not re-signed after those seasons. But someone like Yannick Ngakoue, if we were to trade for him, we could get him on a 4-year extension, and he could help for the future as well. The extension that we'd have to sign him to would be very expensive though. I've seen a lot of things saying around $20 million a year for 4 years would be what Yannick Ngakoue would be asking for in an extension. So that would definitely be a lot of money to be giving to someone who would be a part of the pass rush, but he could possibly be worth it. With 37.5 sacks in his first 4 years, he could definitely bring that to the Seahawks and make a big impact. Seeing as though the Seahawks sack leader only had 4 sacks last year, it definitely would help to bring someone in that could get 10 sacks a season right around. But $20 million a year is a lot of money, especially since we'd have to trade for him as well. So we'd be giving up assets probably in the draft, and we might even give up a good player like Bradley McDougall, and then we'd have to give him a lot of money each year. But if he could bring 10 sacks a season to the Seahawks, that would definitely be a big impact. I think the Seahawks this year will make a big move to try to help their pass rush, be it Everson Griffen and Jadeveon Clowney or Yannick Ngakoue. I think all three of those players could help. Jadeveon Clowney is just a huge question mark. No one knows what he's going to do. Emerson Griffen seems like the safest bet, but he's only probably a 1 or 2 year option. And Yannick Ngakoue, he'd probably be the most expensive, but he would be the most long term, and he definitely still has room to grow. I think now that he's averaging around 8 to 10 sacks a season, he had in 2017 12 sacks, and last year he had 8 sacks. If he were to get 10 sacks a season and continue to progress, he would definitely help the Seattle Seahawks a lot. I think the main question about the Yannick Ngakoue option would be what would we have to trade for him. Obviously, like I said, the extension would probably have to be $20 million a year for 4 years, or maybe a little bit over that. But what would we have to trade? I think the Jaguars, they're probably still trying to build for the future, so we'd probably have to give up draft capital. I don't think that they'd want someone like Bradley McDougall. Maybe they would. But I think we'd probably have to give up at least a second-round pick and something more. It's been said that the Jaguars want a first-round pick and other things, but I don't think that they're going to get that much when obviously Yannick Ngakoue does not want to sign an extension with the Jaguars, so they're kind of forced to get rid of him. I don't think that we'll be able to get Yannick Ngakoue for as cheap as we got Jadeveon Clowney, but maybe a 2 and a 5, a 2 and a 4, maybe just a 1, or maybe a couple picks and a player. Honestly, I have no idea what the trade would be. I think maybe a 2 or 5 and Bradley McDougall could work, but then again, we'd be giving up safety to get pass rush, so then we'd have a problem at safety. And there's still the question about Jamal Adams. I don't think the Jets will trade Jamal Adams, but there are definitely a lot of options for the Seahawks to build up their defense. I mean, Jadeveon Clowney, he's definitely a good player, but no one knows what he's going to do. Emerson Griffen, I think that's probably the best option for the Seahawks right now. Yannick Ngakoue, he'll be expensive, but he could definitely bring a big impact to Seattle. And, I mean, Jamal Adams, don't think he's getting traded, like I said, but if we could get him, that would be pretty interesting. But really, I think that Yannick Ngakoue could be a good option. I think he'd be a very expensive option, and it'd be a big risk. But if he could produce, get 8 to 10 sacks a season for the next 4 years, it could help the Seahawks a lot. And especially with the Seahawks trying to draft younger players like LJ Collier, Darrell Taylor, and Alton Robinson, I think that if we had someone like Yannick Ngakoue to be a guaranteed 8 to 10 sack player, we could definitely have an easier time progressing those 3 players that are young. LJ Collier might be a lost cause at this point, but I think that he still has potential. It's only been 1 year. Everyone's already labeled him a bust, so I think that he definitely has a chip on his shoulder, and if he's given the opportunities, I think that he could actually succeed. Alton Robinson and Darrell Taylor seem like some pretty good prospects as well, so honestly, I think the future for Seattle is bright, but really I think Seattle, trying to win now, needs to get an option that can help them at this current point in time. We got Bruce Irvin, which can definitely help in the pass rush, but do we have someone that can actually play a defensive end that can get some pressure on the quarterback constantly? I don't know. Maybe Yannick Ngakoue, Emerson Griffen. I think those are the 2 best options for the Seahawks, but let me know in the comments what you think. And with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. Have a great day.